It's the law in our state. All convicted sex offenders are required to register themselves and their current address. But do they?
New at 6, News 9's Gam Matthews shows us the Cleveland County Sheriff wants to make sure he knows the answer to that question.
Tuesday morning, Cleveland County Officer Jerry Farley was on his way to the eastern side of the county. He had a simple mission.
They were going to do compliance checks on 2 registered sex offenders in Cleveland County.
Farley wants to find out if the offenders are properly registered and, just as important, that their addresses are up to date. That can be a daunting task in the rural parts of the county.
Some of the residences out in the county are hard to locate just because there's not a number up in front of the residence.
But Farley and Chief Jose Chavez find the first address all right. The problem is, nobody's home. A note on the door says the resident will be back in a couple of days. All law enforcement agencies are required to make compliance checks on sex offenders in their jurisdictions. Rather than wait for one of them to run afoul of the law, Sheriff Joe Lester has set up what's called the Offender Registration Enforcement Program, ORE, a proactive effort to keep track on sex offenders in the unincorporated areas of the county.
Cleveland County in itself, we have 79 sex offenders and we have 1 violent offender for a total of 80. How you doing, sir?
Is Annie here?
At the second stop, the offender, a woman, is home. The officers are invited in to explain the checkup program.
We're just doing a compliance check on you, okay?
The meeting goes smoothly, but lawmen always know there's a risk involved.
Anytime we make contact with offender or anyone, there's always the chance of something going bad. There's, like they say, there's no such thing as a routine traffic stop. It's kind of the same way here.
2 checks down, dozens more to go. In Cleveland County, Gam Matthews, News 9.
Now, the sheriff has assigned 4 of his officers to the task of compliance checks on sex offenders.